Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1442, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What semi-autobiographical play did Emlyn Williams write in 1938? The Corn is Green. Confide in Me was a hit in 1994 for which singer? Kylie Minogue. Who said, "I don't like to pay for the same real estate twice"? Answer: General George S. Patton. What Hans Christian Andersen story has a monarch bamboozled by a tailor? The Emperor's New Clothes. What is a sternocleidomastoid? A mussel. The BBC once banned the Beatles' Come Together for advertising what product in the lyrics? Coca-Cola. Why did the British royals change their family name to the House of Windsor in 1917? Answer: the original name, Saxe-Coburgs, was derived from Queen Victoria's German husband, Albert. That did not sit well during World War I. In the original Oregon Trail game, made in 1971, what were the 4 infectious diseases that could kill members of your party? Typhoid, cholera, measles, dysentery. What was David Dunn's weakness in the movie Unbreakable? Water. Where was President Lyndon B. Johnson sworn into office? On Air Force One at Love Field, Dallas, Texas. Which 2 books of the New Testament have names that begin with letter R? Romans and Revelation. Who was the first Republican U.S. president? Abraham Lincoln. What part of Britain has Cadwallader's Red Dragon on its flag? Wales. Who wrote the novel Stardust? Neil Gaiman. What object did Ben Franklin attach to the end of a kite string to prove that lightning is electricity? A metal key. What group of mutants in the X-Men comic books takes its name from similar characters in H.G. Wells' The Time Machine? The Morlocks. What are the names of the original 4 Ghostbusters? Peter, Ray, Egon, and Winston. Approximately 7.5 million of what can be created from a cord of wood? Toothpicks. Which island is often referred to as the Galapagos of Australia? Kangaroo Island. What newspaper does Superman work for? Answer: the Daily Planet. What chemical causes the burning sensation when eating chills? Capsaicin. For which movie did Walt Disney receive his final Oscar? Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. Who was the captain of the Bonhomme Richard in the 18th century? John Paul Jones. The Clio Award is an award given in what field? Advertising. What African country completely surrounds the country of Lesotho? South Africa? What variety show host fired Julius LaRosa live on the air? Arthur Godfrey. What English word has the most definitions, meanings? Run. Which is the largest country in Africa by area? Algeria. In Roman mythology, who killed Remus? Romulus. If you have dysmorphia, what do you hate? A flawed body part. What music festival is held in Manchester, Tennessee each year? Bonnaroo. With up to 80,000 attendees, this multi-day affair features round-the-clock entertainment with more than 10 performance stages and over 150 performers. What novel won Alice Walker a Pulitzer Prize in 1983? The Color Purple. In what platinum single by Marvin Gaye does he say he's hot just like an oven and needs some lovin'? Sexual Healing. The Star-Spangled Banner was written during which war? War of 1812? Which United States beach is known as the Edge of America? Answer: Folly Beach, South Carolina. In Greek mythology, who killed the Gorgon? Perseus. What is another name for niter? Saltpeter. What was Indiana Jones' real first name? Henry. Who said, "Ask what you can do for your country"? President John F. Kennedy on January 20th, 1961, during his presidential inauguration. Citizens of what empire are credited with starting the tradition of gift-giving? Romans. What was Jimi Hendrix's birth name? Johnny Allen Hendrix. What magazine ran the famous cover of a very pregnant Demi Moore in the buff? Vanity Fair. The Liffey River runs through what European capital city? Dublin. Who is the main character in the Odyssey? Odysseus. Which movie was the first feature film made entirely in CGI? Toy Story. What sporting legend was born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17th, 1942? Muhammad Ali. The Curse of the Bambino was a popular superstition in which sport? Baseball. What U.S. state name ends with 3 vowels? Hawaii. Jacques-Louis David depicted which general crossing the Alps? Answer: Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon crossing the Alps at the St. Bernard Pass by the French painter was commissioned in 1801 by King Charles IV of Spain. Why did many 1930s men's suits have slim waists? Answer: to conserve fabric. During the Great Depression, people looked for any way to conserve resources. Men's suits of the 30s were more fitted and stuck to neutral tones. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.